2025 is set to be one of the most dynamic and rapidly evolving landscapes that we have ever seen. Are you ready? Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer Fellon. I am a career strategist and leadership expert, helping you bridge the gaps of where you are to where you want to be inside your career. If you're new around here, you're welcome to come over to my website at jenniferfellon.com, connect with me on LinkedIn or Instagram, or you can check out my podcast, which has more insider information on how you can build both your brand and your career. All right, you clicked through inside this video because you are interested in the job trends that are shaping out the year 2025. Now, whether you're a job seeker, a professional, or looking to upskill, this video is going to provide you valuable insights on navigating the upcoming workforce. Let's get right in. So over the past few years, we have seen super amount of changes happen with job force and job trends. With COVID coming, we saw a massive spike in hybrid and remote working. Now, this has been the trend and what a lot of people are now actually interested in doing, but is those trends going to continue upon that path during the year 2025? Well, what we have seen so far is we've actually seen the job market soften just a little bit. And what that means is we're starting to see fewer jobs post, and we're starting to see a few more layoffs happen. But no fears just yet, because we're also seeing that the unemployment rate is still remaining pretty low. So what are those insider informations that are up and coming that are really going to help us navigate 2025? Well, the first insight that I have for you is artificial intelligence are really starting to transform industries at an unprecedented pace. And what we're starting to see is those with AI skills are starting to be large in demand. Artificial intelligence, since we've seen the landing of ChatGPT, has exploded on almost every platform. And we see it quite considerably when we look at job trends and when we are looking at applications. We have the ATS system, which is an artificial intelligence system that helps us pull out jobs resumes to make sure that they're going to match a candidate with the right job or right skill set. But that's not the only area that we're seeing AI starting to trend. We're starting to see an uptick in artificial intelligence in healthcare, finance, retail, tech, operations, and just general business, which is a really interesting concept because now we're starting to see that employers and companies are looking for those with AI skill sets and how they can apply AI to their operation and really see that through to making business jive, which is something that is suitable and is going to be a really good benefit towards you. Now, what I always like to tell people is that actionable insights is that understanding AI tools is very simple, just as simple as you see kids learning through coding. Python is one language that we're starting to see gain traction. So, career insights and career paths that are going to possibly be popular in the year of 2025 are data scientists or AI business strategists are becoming more and more prevalent, which is going to lead us into our next insight. Big data or technological advancements or large data stored in the cloud. So what are examples that I mean by this? Well, we're talking about programs like Power BI. Power BI and the platform has really taken off in the workforce, and multiple companies are starting to use bigger platforms like this to store, house, and be able to pull data. So 75% of companies are planning to adopt technologies like big data, cloud computing, and combine it with AI. And this technological shift is expected to create new and specialized roles inside the workforce. Big data are usually like Tableau or Power BI, but it's really looking into data analytics and being able to use data analytics to really hone in and strengthen companies. So keeping in mind that while you may not be in IT, we're starting to see a big rise in several different tech positions. And we're starting to see that grow across all industries. And it doesn't mean that you have to be in a tech field for you to be able to find a tech position, because we're starting to see that when it comes to multiple industries. The next insight that I have for you that's becoming really quite popular is actually the pull and tug between hybrid and remote work jobs and coming back on site at companies. There have been a lot of different movements in both directions that it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out in 2025. A lot of companies today are shifting to bringing remote workers back to work and really driving their company culture. And while this is a great thing to have, understanding and making sure that we incorporate elements of hybrid or remote work is going to be key for companies to continue to remain competitive in the job workforce. Now, what's interesting about this is most people, and 75% of people who are looking for a job, really want to be able to incorporate some type of hybrid or remote work, meaning being able to work from home at least one day a week, or at least being able to hybrid some of that work so that way it's not 100% on site. But flexible jobs are here to stay. It did come about quite vividly inside the COVID era, and even though we have seen that it kind of taper a little bit down at the start of 2025, flexible work arrangements are here to stay, and they're very popular, and the newer workforce is expecting them to stay. So what does this mean for the workee and the workforce? Well, what this means is making sure that you stay upon those platforms and make sure that you hone in on your skills. So for example, Microsoft Teams or Zoom are very, very important because you want to make sure that you understand how to be able to use those platforms to communicate across national borders or even international borders. You want to make sure that you understand that employees are looking for candidates who thrive sometimes in a hybrid work environment. But more importantly, as you climb that ladder, making sure that you can connect with your team remotely is going to be very important, and making sure that you have virtual collaboration and that you're able to collaborate flawlessly using those tools is going to be key in those skill sets that you want to hone in on in 2025. Now, when applying, what I recommend is really honing in and emphasizing on your ability to work effectively in remote settings. When being able to emphasize your ability to work effectively as a remote or hybrid worker, you want to be able to communicate that you are very versed in Microsoft Office or Zoom, and that you've worked on platforms such as Slack. These are going to help you demonstrate that you know how to use tools, and it will help you to communicate with teams nationally. One of the other insights that I have for you that's a continued upcoming trend is making sure that you continue to hone in on your soft skills. Soft skills are going to be a huge benefit for you if you've honed in and you worked on them in 2025. As technology continues to advance, being able to apply technology and learn hard skills is very easy for most people to do. Being able to apply hard skills with a soft skill finesse is something that takes a little bit more fine tuning. So what are the top soft skills this year that people are looking for? Well, one of them is adaptability. Being able to learn and adjust quickly to new challenges, especially the new challenges that are coming in our ever-changing environment with AI, is going to be something that you're able to navigate with ease. You also want to fine-tune your problem solvings and critical thinking skills to address issues creatively and efficiently. Collaboration and communication and being able to work seamlessly to help continue to move your organization forward are going to be those soft skills that are in demand. Another insight that we're going to see inside 2025 is the rise of cybersecurity jobs. Cybersecurity jobs are not only becoming more aggressive, but there's a high need for those jobs, definitely surpassing the salary base of $150,000. The cybersecurity field is super understaffed right now, and being able to land a cybersecurity job not only sets you apart from the pack. With AI and with the different tools and the landscape changing at a very rapid rate has caused a significant increase in this role to be very high in demand. One of my tips for you today is to really take a look what's out there, and if you are looking for a position, really start to look at cybersecurity. It's one of the fastest growing job fields that's out there, and it's one of my best tips for you for 2025. Our US economy anticipation for 2025. So the US economy is continuing to experience a steady growth, and that growth is expected to continue throughout 2025. There isn't expectations of any type of looming recessions behind the scenes, but it is expected to increase our GPT within 1.9% throughout the fourth quarter. And this is great for you because what that does is it states that we expect unemployment to remain low. However, with unemployment remaining low, there's a lot of different things that you want to keep in mind. Although for those that feeling that unemployment is low, we are still continuing to see layoffs happen. And the job field is starting to become more competitive for jobs that are prime or high dollar. So keeping in mind that you want to make sure that you hone in on your skill sets and that you create a dynamic resume to stand out from the rest of the pack is going to be very key in 2025. Focus in on your unique value and staying adaptable to shifts in the market and the ever-changing landscapes. All right, that's it for this video. If you are interested in more information, you can swing by my website, jenniferfellon.com, or you're welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn or Instagram for more daily tips and tricks on how to move your career forward or leadership insights. If you are interested in listening rather than watching video, you can check out my podcast, the Career Vault Podcast, which also gives you a lot more information on branding and insider leadership techniques. All right, I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.